Okay, now we're live. So anyway, so as a child, I was the darkest one in my family. Even though I have darker sisters, I'm the darkest out of all of us. And so my nickname, or the names that they like to call me, was Blackie. And because I have my Uncle Fred's nose, I have a big nose. So I was called Blackie and Big Nose. So I grew up with those two stigmas on me, and I thought I wasn't good enough for everybody. So I played a lot by myself because I didn't think nobody liked me. And I always thought of myself as being ugly. So when I got from being a little girl to elementary, going on, and those still stayed with me as an adult, and people said those things to me, said, made those comments and stuff. It hurt me more, not as a child, but as a grown an adult. And I'm trying to figure out, why did it hurt me more? Because it triggered how it was being said to me as a little kid. So when I realized how much it was bothering me, I start speaking out and start saying things, me. And I'm not no mean person at all. Well, now I am now, but I wasn't back then. So as a young adult, you know, um, you don't think about stuff like that. And you don't think other grown people would say those type of things for no reason. No, me not bothering them or nothing. Just being like they are when it comes to black women. So I said, well, why is it bothering me more as an adult than it did when I was a little kid? And that's because it triggered that in me as a little kid, and I was not able to act out or respond to it as a little kid. So now I can respond to it and I can go off on people and say what I want to say to them, right? So I realized it. So the shadow self of me would never let me let it out. So now that I can look at it from the standpoint I'm looking at it now, it doesn't bother me now that I'm grown, because now I'm real older. But in my 20s, I'll say in my 20s, my early 20s, that's where it really bothered me. But if you say it now, I don't care. Say what you want about me. Yeah, I got a big nose. I'm proud of my big nose. I miss my Uncle Fred that gave me my big nose and gave me my nickname Squirrel because he used to say I have fat cheeks. So I miss that. I miss Uncle Fred. He was funny as hell. So I don't use it as something to be, destroy me now that I'm in my 60s. Say what you want now. But back then, I didn't understand because we were trying to keep up this facade. We were trying to keep this image that we were trying to keep. So we took a lot that we shouldn't have taken from a lot of people, period. Right. So that's when I realized, in order to really look at yourself, you have to accept your flaws. You have to accept everything about you. Not to say that people have a right to talk to you about it, or bring it up, but you still have to accept yourself. And when it comes to things triggering you from your past, when people say certain things to you from your past, that's when you say you take that breather, that five you, and then sometimes maybe you've held it in too long. You just need to let it out and let people know from the get-go, and you're not going to tolerate that. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Now shadow work might say something different, but I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think we should be able to voice how we feel. If you want to call me an angry black woman, I'll tell you the reason why I'm an angry black woman. Do you really want to hear that? No, really, you don't. You don't really care. You just want to be able to stereotype and call me names. But I'm gonna tell you right now. And that's what we have to be at sometimes. Sometimes we have to let it out. I'm not gonna sit here and say the shadow workers just be this nice, kind, and let people treat you the way and trigger you. No, I'm gonna say at times there are times when we definitely need to let people know where we're coming from. Period. Whether they want to hear it or not, we're going to still do it, because it's not fair that you get to say what you want to me and I'm not supposed to say something back to you. Okay.
You know what,
So
Miss?
yeah, go ahead, baby.
When you know, I was just you said something that made me think. They always, and I'm talking about white people, white
Yes.
women, or whatever. They always talk about the way we look, nose, lips, cheeks, hair, but yet they're trying to get the nose, the lips, the cheeks, and
Yep.
even wearing their hair in, locks or braids or whatever. I'm like,
Right, right. They paying for it.
yes, they
They
are
paying for it.
sitting in
And
a tanning
Hmm.
bed trying to get brown. Yeah.
yes, exactly.
You are absolutely correct.
And
Yeah.
let me share something else with you guys. And I'm going to probably get a little bit, tell me if this is too intimate, but I'm going to tell you something. White men have a deep sexual fetish for black women.
100%.
Yes, they do.
100.
Yes, they do.
The darker they are,
And they don't understand, no.
they have this secret fetish for dark-skinned women. Somewhere someone said that we were sexual sexualized, and they literally, that's how you know they don't, they're retarded, is because they literally believe that. They literally believe that. They
Exactly.
have a very high sexual fetish for dark skinned women. And I'll say another thing: dark skinned women with big chest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's still there. It hasn't gone anywhere.
Them, they don't see nothing but big chest and
Yes,
butts.
yes, yes. And it's a sickening. It's a sickness to me. Um,
And they feel as if they can say whatever they want to say when they see it. And some of them feel like they can literally touch you.
yes, yes, yes. You're trying to talk business with them, and you can't get their eyes out your chest.
Yes, yes.
And you're not wearing
Mm-hmm.
filling or low cut. It's just a natural thing when they see big breasts. They do that. I don't know what it is. Maybe they missed out on their mommies. I don't know. But yeah, and that is another trigger, because not only do they do that when you're, see, they'll do that and be disrespectful to you as a young girl in your teens, because you know our young girls were big chested in their teens, right? So they'll be
Yes,
disrespectful to a teen, not understanding that's a baby, that's a little girl.
that's a
Why
baby.
those kind
Yeah.
of things to her? Why are you approaching her like that? No kind of
They
respect,
don't
no
tell.
boundaries. Now, what was you saying? I'm
I
sorry,
heard the
sweetheart.
most sickest thing. I heard the most sickest sling where um I was watching this documentary and this white man made a statement saying that when they are old enough to crawl, they are old enough to be tampered with.
Oh
That's
my
not what he
God,
said.
that's
Mm.
I was so livid.
sick.
If I could have gotten to him through the screen, God help me. Help it. Because Lord have mercy. We're going to be able to help him. But it was just so disgusting.
It's sickening. It's very sickening. With the things that they say to us, and we're not supposed to say anything. We're supposed to allow them to do, because sometimes we got to look at our parents, because our parents always told us don't be disrespectful to older people, don't do this, don't do that when it comes to older
Right.
people. But older people can say some screwed up shit to us that stays with us for the rest of our lives, right? We can talk about this like this now, but you got to remember there's so many women out there who cannot have this conversation.
Right.
They
Right.
can't deal with their shadow self. They deal with the triggers, but they can't deal with saying, you know what, I can get over this, because some of them never can get over this. So I definitely applaud us being able to sit here and talk about this and how we've been treated as Black women. This is a conversation all Black women should have. And then sometimes some of our Black women find themselves forcing themselves to accept some of these things. There's other reasons why they're accepting it, but they do. And all the time that they're accepting, they're hurting and they're losing out on who they truly are. They don't deserve that. We're deserved to be looked at as human beings, just like they are. We have feelings, we bleed, we cry, we hurt, we think just like they do, but they don't see us like that. And this is why this is so important to get this out, to understand where we're at as women, as Black women. And because of all the stereotypical things people say about us, we're almost marginalized and or ostracized in society. When reality is, you guys said they want our lips, they want our butts, they want our hair, they want our rhythm, they want all those things that belong to us, because they want to know why both Black men and white men and all other nationality men want us. That's what white women do. White women find their other ways of trying to get the attention they want. But Black women don't really have, we don't have to try. We just be ourselves. Because the magic, regardless of how y'all don't see it, I tell y'all all the time, there's a magic about us. That's why we're wanted in all nationalities. Because there's a magic we've been given and nobody else has.
I
Not,
believe that. I truly believe that.
Yeah. Yeah.
not even our men have the magic that we have. Okay? And we have to actually, if we just claim it, look at yourself and say, I'm magic. And no matter what you're going through, continue telling yourself that. Watch how things change. And you don't have to take anything off of nobody. And when we do that, I tell you, you're going to see a whole different, you're going to see how people start to approach you, because your energy is different. When you can look at yourself and say, this is me, all of me, my dark side, my light side, whatever side it is about me, my multi-dimensional being I am, is who I am. I'm not saying if there's a need for us to do some changing and it's for the good, yes, and it's going to elevate us and grow us, yeah, do that. But overall, I'm not changing for you or nobody else. I'm going to be me, regardless. Now,
It-
it's up to you whether or not you want to receive me. If you don't, hey, that's cool. I'm not upset with you. I'm not going to force me on you. But you're not going to force how you feel about me on me, because I don't have to accept it. Point blank. And move on. You're not, don't worry about how they feeling. Don't worry about their jaw on the ground once you say what you have to say. If they want to pick it up, they will. If they don't, you just keep walking. You keep moving. You don't have to deal with them. And that's what we have to be. It's not you being nasty, disrespectful, or angry at anybody. It's you putting your boundaries in place and understanding that you're going to respect me as a human being, because that's who I am. I'm not your plaything. I'm not something you need to fantasize about, right? I'm not a fetish for you. You need to move around. I'm not that for you. And that's how we have to be. Sometimes we have to be that way. We don't want to, but sometimes in situations we have to. Because men have some serious underlying mental disgusting issues that they're afraid to deal with. Period. Right? Okay. So, great discussion. So, Latasha, the intersectionality of identity and shadow.
Okay.
Can you see that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
The intersectionality of identity and shadow is a profound concept, excuse me, that resonates deeply with women of color. Each of us carries multiple identities shaped by our culture, ethnicity, gender, and experiences. These identities influence how we perceive ourselves and how we navigate the world. Acknowledging the shadow, the parts of ourselves we often hide or deny, becomes essential in understanding our full identity. This process is not just about self exploration, it's about reclaiming the narratives that have been shaped by society expectations and internalized oppression.
So what
For
is
women
in
of color,
hold up. So what is internalized oppression?
guess what they instill in you?
Huh?
You say what you say that have been shaped by social to expectations and internalized oppression,
Yeah, what is internalized
internalized
oppression?
and internalized oppression. That that would be like slavery that that was instilled in slavery, right?
Say that again?
That would be something like what was instilled in you, right?
I can't understand what you're saying.
It's
Internalized oppression.
Hmm. What
some,
is it?
something, what she's saying is something that's inside you that's disturbing or dark.
Okay. 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 So what is it to you? Great. That's a good answer. What is it to you, Miss Bell?
Uh, I really can't say.
Okay, so what does the word oppression means?
Keeping you're down. It's the way I would
Hmm.
see that you've been down. You
Right.
can't move
Like keeping
forward.
they yeah. Somebody keeping like it's like keeping their foot on your neck.
Right.
Okay. Okay. So
When I
if
hear that word, that's what I think about.
okay. So if it's internalized, what does that mean?
That whatever is bothering you, you're holding that inside of you. You're not letting it
Right.
out. You're not
Inner.
speaking or talking about it.
Exactly. So there is so it says here this process is not just about self exploration, it's about reclaiming the narratives that have been shaped by societal expectations and internalized oppression. So that means what you have been doing is you have been internalizing how you feel about yourself, your self oppression of how people have see, like I said, when things been thrown on you and it just starts to pile on you. This is how you feel about yourself. You've been internalizing it, right? So that's what internalized oppression means. You've been doing it too to yourself, and you don't realize you're doing it. So think about that because that's definitely going to be on the test. So next, go ahead and finish reading.
For women of color, the shadow may encompass feelings of inadequacy, anger, or disappointment stemming from systemic racism, cultural stereotypes. Engaging in shadow work allows us to confront these powerful emotions and integrate them into our sense of self. Rather than allowing these feelings to fester, we can acknowledge them as valid responses to our lived experience. This acknowledgement fosters resilience and empowers us to redefine our identity beyond social limitations.
Okay, so what does the word fester mean?
Something that's society, something that just builds society,
Yeah,
grows
something
society.
is brewing inside you. It's
Yeah,
festering,
yeah, so,
growing.
mm-hmm,
Yeah,
yeah,
sitting there just,
growing.
and see, that's what
Mm-hmm.
happens. Instead of us letting it out, what do? We let it sit there. And then one day we explode.
Yeah,
And
I'm
look,
guilty of.
yeah, me too. You correct. So look what it says here. We can acknowledge them as valid responses to our lived experiences. What does that mean?
Okay, I'm lost because
When
I
you
have.
can when you can valid something,
Okay.
you
So
asking
what
what the word valid means.
Yeah, no, I'm asking what does that statement mean when it says we can acknowledge them as valid responses to our lived experiences. What does that mean?
Oh yeah, that means that when it say you can valid that, that means that it's a true statement.
Okay. Okay. So it's basically saying from our lived experiences, like we just explained, we talked about in depth earlier, our lived experiences gives us acknowledgement of how we're feeling, our valid what responses, right? Saying the things people
Right,
say to us. Those are lived experiences, right? Don't touch my hair, and somebody's literally trying to touch your hair. Those are lived experiences. And there is a valid response to that. Don't touch my damn hair. That's your response to it. And you're entitled to that. And it says here, this acknowledgement fosters resilience and empowers us to redefine our identity beyond societal limitations, how other people see us. Society puts these labels on us. Getting back your power, bouncing back in the time of when things are not going right in your life. Resilience, bouncing back and making sure, hold up, you heard what I said, I meant what I said, and I'm stand on what I said. No matter what anybody else thinks about you, no matter what societal limitations are in place. That's what that's talking about. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. That just hit me. Latasha?
I'm right here. I'm right here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
Okay. Incorporating shadow work techniques into our personal growth journey is vital for emotional healing. Techniques such as journaling, meditation, and therapy can help eliminate the hidden aspects of our identity. By exploring our shadows, we can begin to understand the root causes of certain behaviors and reactions, leading to healthier coping mechanisms. This practice not only aids in self acceptance, but also enhances our relationships with others as we learn to communicate our needs and boundaries effectively.
Mm,
Understanding Understanding the psychological aspects of the shadow self is is crucial in this process. Physiologically, well, about teaches us that the shadow comprises both position and positive and negative traits that we may not want to acknowledge. By recognizing these traits, we can embrace our complexities and become more authentic individuals. This journey of self discovery is particularly important for women of color, as it allows us to break free from the constraints of social expectations and embrace our multifaceted identities with pride. Ultimately, and the impact of shadow work on mental health cannot be overstated. As we dive into the intersectionality of our identities and shadows, we create space for healing and growth. This journey empowers us to accept ourselves fully, fostering a sense of belonging within ourselves and our communities. Embracing the shadow is not just an individual endeavor, it is a collective movement towards liberation and self love for all women of color.
Okay, that is chapter 3. I mean, chapter 2 that we finished. So when we come back, we'll talk about the impact of shadow work on mental health, recognizing emotional triggers, which is going to be awesome. Now, we're going to come out of here. So let's stop there. Okay. So in this book, there's another thing called, which I didn't know, it's called golden shadow. So I found that in this book, golden shadow. Shadow contains positive aspects, even though most people don't realize it. I've come to know that these beneficial aspects is golden shadow. So there is the good part, the positive side. It says the shadow remains connected to the lost parts of our soul, that which makes us human, our creativity and our sense of inspiration. It is difficult to remain open to inspiration if you are closing off large portions of yourself due to internal pain. So you might ask, what happens to the portions of ourself we purposely avoid? Psychology describes this as projection. We project onto others anything buried deep within our own shadow. Golden shadow often arises when we experience envy. We were taught we cannot embody that which we are witnessing and actively condemning it in another, even if it's an inherent talent or gift within us. So it says here, golden shadow is a perfect example why it's so pertinent to do shadow work. Someone told you that your unique gifts and talents are not acceptable, and you believe them, even if it were stuffing a special part of yourself way down into your own darkness. Envy is an excellent place to start looking for golden shadow. So let's start. Listen to this first question. What do you project? Where do you project your golden shadow? That's one question. Where do you project your golden shadow? The second one is, what are the last 3 times you felt jealous or envious of someone? Do you remember the last 3 times you felt jealous or envious of anyone? Anybody?
Honestly, I don't think I ever been jealous of anybody.
Okay.
Yeah, I did the other day, but
Okay.
I snapped right out of it.
Okay. Okay. So this is the
I
next
mean,
question.
why?
Because you know why? Because it's a natural feeling. It's a natural response.
Mm-hmm.
Jealousy is natural. Anger is natural.
But
Crying is natural.
oh, you saying being angry? So you saying being angry is okay? I'm not understanding what you're saying here. You're saying like jealous of people's um.
Is a
What
human
are you? What
reaction.
are you?
Yes, jealousy is a human reaction.
Well, I know it's a human reaction, but why be jealous when you can get up and do the same thing or have the same thing? There's no reason for to be jealous.
Yes, it is because
But
lots
you're right. There are people that's
of.
like that though. But I don't understand it.
Okay.
Why?
Okay, I get you. It's actually you're asking a rhetorical question. You really don't want a straight answer to it. You're just asking in that sense. I get what you're saying. No,
Yes,
it is.
ma'am. I do. I want to know why.
Oh, okay. Because it's a natural human reaction when we don't at that very moment have the same thing someone else that we're watching has. We don't have it right now. We're not in a position to have whatever it is that we feel jealous about. It could be a relationship. It could be a car, a simple car. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It could be a dress. It could be hair. It could be anything that you feel jealous that someone else has. Because at that very moment, you don't have that thing. Right? Right?
I understand what you're saying.
Okay. So that is a natural reaction to something you like, but you don't have at this moment. And somebody else's is joining.
I
Okay.
I've
So
seen it before, but I've seen it before with people.
So the next question is, what is it about them that sparked an intense reaction from you? So, what made you feel the need to be jealous at that moment? Because it was, like I said, it could have been the car they were driving. Miss Bell said she had it for a moment and it went away. So, what sparked that? What made you feel that way? Don't have to go in detail, but what reaction, excuse me, what sparked you to have that reaction towards something you saw?
It was just, is Miss Latasha talking?
No, no, you go ahead.
No, man, I'm listening at
Oh,
you.
okay, because
I'm
I
listening
couldn't
at
hear
you.
her. It was just when I saw it,
I'm
I'm
listening.
like, why can't that be me?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
And like I
yeah.
said, it didn't last very long,
Mm-hmm.
but
And you're
I just saw it and I'm like, why can't that be me? What
yeah,
do I need to do to be like that? And I'm like,
yeah, mhm.
I'm good.
Yeah, 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 exactly. We become jealous of people's relationship. We watch this lovey-dovey thing going on in a relationship, and but you don't know what the hell going on behind closed doors. You just want it because it
Exactly.
looks so,
Right.
so, oh my God, look how they're getting along. Oh, they
People
laugh.
just don't know.
Who? You don't know what
People,
they going to do at the house.
you don't know what people going through in their relationships. You only, Lord have mercy.
Yep. And you know how it looks good on social media, right?
Right.
Everything that look good ain't always good, baby. You'd be
Yes.
shocked.
Be
You'd be
shocked.
shocked. She'd be already broken the hell up. She'd be already broken the hell up, and people think that you got it
Hmm.
going on.
They do.
And excuse me, but that shit is to hell. God forgive me.
Like you,
You struck
I
a
know
nerve. You struck a nerve.
you're stroking the. Okay, okay.
It's dead. It's dead. It's dead. You ready for something else?
See,
Now
you
I
have
know
too much fun because I can't hear Miss Latasha.
you can't hear
I
her.
miss
No,
Mayor.
you
I
just
say it's
laughing.
dead. It be dead. Miss Mayor, it be dead. It be
Okay,
dead and
so
over.
go out, Miss Bell, and come right back in and see if
Okay.
that's what it is. She says she can't hear you, Latasha, so she's gonna go back out and come back in. And she
I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna tell her again.
because she said
Lord,
I'm laughing. She see me laughing, but she can't hear what you're saying.
I'm gonna tell her what I'm saying. I'm gonna
Okay.
tell her the truth.
Hey, I hear her now.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Miss Bell,
Ma'am,
Miss Bell,
ma'am.
these relationships that you see, they be dead over with. Oh, nothing's there.
I know.
You're looking for something else. You're looking for something else.
I totally agree.
That's what be going on.
Okay.
Everything that's look good is ain't good.
That's right. That's right. You sure right about that. You
The
are
grass
so
is not
right about
always
that.
greener.
It's sure ain't greener. You right. You right. It's and
You're
you know
right.
what? And you know what? Some people purposely make it sound like their relationship is all this greatness and stuff. When
Right.
reality, that's their pretension or how
Them the
they see.
most relationships that be dead.
Hmm. Hmm.
They be dead, baby.
Dead. Ain't nothing going on but the rent.
Ain't nothing going on. Ain't nothing going on. I'm
So,
gonna tell you the truth.
Latasha, be quiet for a minute. If you have us laughing through the whole rest of the damn class, you can't be doing
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Do you think it's possible for you to have what they have? Why and why not? Break it down now. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Look. Come on. Bring it in. Bring it in. Let me ask that
Oh,
question.
most definitely. You speaking to me, Miss Bam.
Either one of y'all.
Well, if you want to be happy, that's up to you. You go out and be happy, or you stay in that dead situationship.
Okay. Okay. So do you think it's possible for you to have what they have, whatever it is? Why and why not?
Who wants a dead relationship? Who wants that?
This child. This child. Child. Okay.
I'm sorry, Miss Thing. I'm just gonna be quiet. I ain't saying nothing else the whole time we on here because see, I'm not saying nothing else. I'm serious.
Why not? Why you don't want to say nothing else?
I'm just being honest with you. Like,
I know.
who would want that?
Exactly. So let me ask you this. So say it's not the relationship. What if it's something else? Say a house. Say they have a big pretty house, right? So the question is, do you think it's possible for you to have it? Why and why not?
Yes, if you get up off your rump and you work for it, you can have what you want. It ain't
Okay,
no reason for you to be jealous of them peoples.
gotcha.
You can
Okay,
have whatever you want. Get up
exactly.
and work for it. My parents always told me that
Okay. So what do you
if you
think, Miss
don't
Bell?
like your situation, change it.
That's right. That's right. What do you think, Miss Bell?
I agree with her because if you want it, you go out and you get it, you work for it.
That's right. Okay. Okay. Because I noticed, that we talk relationship because we're women, because that's what we're gonna always go to, the relationship thing. So when we talk about relationships and you see people having all this, nice things, cars, houses, vacations and stuff, and you're sitting around because you don't think of yourself in the way that you should. You self-doubt yourself. You feel the need that you don't deserve it. So everybody's not gonna go out and get it. And then you create this world that you live in, like, woe's me. I don't know what I done wrong. I wish I could find a man like yours. And you asking for all these things to happen and you're broke. Not
Mm.
broke financially broke, but you're emotionally, mentally broke. And you want to have all these nice things that really probably are not really nice things. They're probably in debt
It's
up to their neck.
materialistic,
Yeah, the materialistic side of it. They're probably in debt up to
right?
their one day from getting cars repossessed, right? Bank accounts
Right.
empty.
I've seen it.
You know what I'm saying? It might look pretty on the outside, but everything might be going on in this household. Kids, he got a whole family on the other side of town. He might have, what I'm saying? All this kind of crazy stuff might be going on, but it might look nice to you and beautiful. And it's something I just wish I could find me a man. I wish I could find a man
You
for me.
have to stay in your bracket. You
Huh?
you have to live within your means.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Because if you try to compete with everybody else, then you're the one that's gonna wind up getting stressed out. Because you're
That's
gonna have
right.
all those bills and you're
Yup.
gonna wind up crashing and falling
Yep.
on your face.
That's right. That's
I've
right.
seen it.
And that's what
That's
happens
why you
to.
have to live it within your means.
Yeah, yeah. And that's what happens to a lot of us. That's what happens to a lot of us because we get so um obsessed with other people's stuff. Just like we do with celebrities. Think about how we do celebrities. We go and we'll have our hair done like a celebrity. We have our eyes done like them. We try to live that life they live. No, 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 no. I had no desire to be like anybody else. I don't
Right.
have, I don't sit up and fawn over and go excited over celebrities. I don't do that. I know there's a lot of us who do it. We got to be in their business. We got to know when they had a baby. We got to know when they got a new contract. We got to know when they get a new boyfriend. And it's a jealousy thing we have. It's not that you want to see them. Oh, I just like them. No, you want to be like them. Them people don't live a normal life. We got to understand that. Those people don't live a normal everyday life at all. Nothing about them is normal, especially if
Right.
they live in California.
It's just like perpetrating on the outside, but when you get in the inside, it's totally different.
That's right. And sometimes our feelings get shattered when you really see what's really going on. I thought they really loved each other. I didn't know
Well,
we
that's
each
wishful thinking. That don't be the case. That's why
don't
you got to get to know people before you just jump into to conclusions and
That's right.
situations. That's their problem.
That's right. I
I believe in getting to know people for years.
hmm
Some people have a 3-month rule.
Yeah.
I have to get to know you for years to see the
hmm
real you. I
Exactly.
want
You
to
know,
know the real you.
that's right. That's right. And having friends that know you, that have cried with you, that hugged you, that known when you got sick and be there for you, all those
Yes,
things
that matters.
play a
The
role.
little things.
Little
The
things.
little things is what matters with me. The little
Yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That
Okay,
warms my heart. The littlest things.
exactly. Okay, so boy, we did good tonight. So we learned about Carl Jung. We understand he is the father of shadow work, right? Um, we learned about how we handle things and why things there are the dark and the light side of who we are. We learned how society treats us, how they view us, how they give us this concept that we're angry black women, right? And we've learned how we're going to handle it, or we're going to attempt to handle it. We're going to do the five times breathing in and out. And we're going to try that, the breath work, the breath exercise. We're going to try to meditate, and we're going to journal how we feel, how it made us feel, right? And y'all have 3 questions you got to answer. You don't have to answer them to me personally, but I would rather for y'all to put that in your journals, those questions in your journal. And then if you want to go back and answer it, and if you want to share them, you can. If you don't, that's fine.
Miss
Okay.
McCall,
Yes.
on those 3 questions, could
Yes.
you screenshot it because I had to go out and come back in when you were on the
Oh,
third question.
sure. I can
Just
send them to you.
yes.
How about I'll send
Okay.
them to you in
That's
the email.
that's perfect. I wrote it down,
I
but
can send
just
it.
to make sure we had it. That's perfect.
I'll definitely do that, baby. Don't have a problem with it at
Because
all.
one was what power do I relinquish to others and how can I
hmm
reclaim it with unapologetic language, right?
Yes.
And two was
Unapologetic.
if things, and two was what ways have I been feared to fit? What ways have I been feared to feel my own darkness, and how can I begin to embrace it with a source of strength?
Mhm.
3 was to where in life do I hide my, let
Desire,
me see, desire, and how would
my
my
reality shift.
reality shift if I pursue without shame? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll send them to you, sweetie. Okay.
Okay, because I had to go out and come back in, and y'all were on
Yeah.
number 3.
Okay. All right. So I'll get all 3 of them to you before the night's out. I promise.
All righty.
All right, you guys. Thank you for hanging out with us.
You're welcome.
You guys did a great job. So have a great night. I shall see you guys back here Saturday. I think Tavares is going to be doing a show tomorrow night. Um, so I shall see you guys for the class on Saturday. And oh, Miss Bell, if you want to go back and watch our first Monday, you can.
Uh,
So I think I put it on YouTube. I think I went live on YouTube too over there. So
okay,
watch
so
over there.
what would be the name of it?
It's going to be the first Monday ritual.
Okay.
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 All right. So
All
you guys
righty.
have a great night. And Saturday test. Saturday we're going to go over the quiz. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So good night, you guys.
Good night. You guys
Good
have a good.
night.
Bye,
You
Miss Dixon.
Good night, Miss Bill. Good night, Miss Salita.
Good night, sweeties. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.